Halo guys. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Elisha Ruth Anastasia Lubis, NIM 2024-32047, from class C, Information System. Here, I'm working on basic programming assignment. Alright, let's get started. The first is to explain the basic syntax in creating function. Before that, I will explain what's a function.
Kamu nanya.
A function is a block of instruction that is executed and called from another part of the program body. Functions are to use make the program structure look more streamlined. A function may return a value. The return value type is the data type of the value returned by the function based on the result of its process. In some cases, a function may not have a return value. If it does not have a return value, then the return value type is filled with void. Furthermore, there are several ways to use function without arguments, namely calling by value and calling by reference. Next is the default value in the argument. When declared a function, its parameter declared can be given a default value. This default value will be used in the function call. No value is given to the parameter. Then there are recursive function. A recursive function is a function that calls itself. The function is called with the body of the function itself. Recursive functions are very useful when implemented for data sorting work of calculating the factorial number. Next, there is the prototype function. Prototype functions are different from the usual ones. Prototype functions are declared under the main function, whereas in general, every time a new function is declared, it is placed above the main function. For the compiler, the information in the prototype will be used to check the validity of the parameters in the function call. There are advantages in using the prototype, including first, compiler will convert if the type of parameter in the definition and parameter in function call are not the same. And second, it will show an error if the number of parameters in the definition and the call are different. Second, I will create a function that accepts two integers as parameter, then return the largest of the two. Here, I will explain the code that I have created. Second, I will create a function that accepts two integers as parameter, then return the largest of the two. Here, I will explain the code that I have created. Okay. The first is include istream and use namespace std. The include command is used to include special files that allow you to access additional feature in C++. In the example above, the istream file contains program code so that we can later access input or output commands such as code and chain. Within the function, there is a ternary operator that checks if A is greater than B. If yes, A is returned, otherwise, and B is returned. This is a sure way to determine the maximum value of two numbers. The program starts by displaying the title and a show description. The user is asked to enter two numbers via input. The numbers are then sent to function find maximum and name to be compared. The result of the function with the large number is stored in the result variable. The output will display the result of the calculation in the form of the large number between the two numbers entered. This is the output. I will enter the number 18 and 15. Then I enter. The result will show the bigger number, which is 18. The third is that I will create a program that has a function called calculator name that accepts three parameters. two integer, and one operation character plus or minus. This function returns the result of the calculation according to the operator entered. This is the code that I create. The first is include IOStream and using namespace std. The include command is used to include special files that allow use to access various additional features in C++. In the example above, the IOStream files contains program codes so that later we can access input or output commands such as code and chain. I'm using if else here. The function accept three arguments such A and B, which are the numbers to be operated and match operator like plus or minus. The function use the if else control structure. If the operator is plus, then the number A and B are added together. If the operator is minus, then the number is a subtract from A. The user is asked to enter two numbers 1 and number 2, and a math operator such as minus or plus. The data entered by the user is sent to the calculator function for processing. The function returns the calculation result and is displayed to the user. This is the output. First, I will input the number 18 and 15. 18 and 15. Okay. Then I select plus. And the result will be 130. And if I enter the number 18 and 15, then I select minus, the result will be 30. Maybe that's all from my practicum achievement. Please apologize if there are any mistakes. Bye-bye and thank you.
Oke teman-teman, terima kasih sudah menonton videonya.